All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with a Dokkan Battle video, and today we've actually got the details here for the Xenoverse 2 crossover campaign characters. So this is going to be the Super Saiyan God Vegeta, Ultra Supervillain, as well as the Trunks and the Towa Mira card. It looks like the Vegeta is actually going to be just a straight up Dokkan Fest. Like, they are actually labeling him as a Dokkan Fest exclusive character, which is crazy because I don't think any of the other crossover characters have ever been like officially Dokkan exclusive, have they? Unless I'm like forgetting about one. Maybe like the Tree Goku would have been, but yeah, dude, this guy being a full-on just Dokkan Fest LR is actually crazy. The fact that he's doing a crossover LR is even more of a wild concept here. But we're gonna take a look at his details. We've got animations too, so we're actually gonna take a look at those full on. I do not have the camera on this morning because it's very dark. It's still early. I am trying to do this before going to work, so this might be kind of a quick breakdown video, but we'll go ahead and we'll look at the animations here because I do want to see what these boys look like. So let's go ahead and let's do this here real quick. Okay, so we're starting with Towa Mira. I mean, animation doesn't look bad, dude. It's a little, it's not like completely super smooth like the new stuff, but it doesn't look bad at all. Oh, the depth of that shot's actually really cool too. You've got the depth of the sword. It's very quick. It's like Trunks' first meetup with you. Okay, here we go. Oh, dude, yeah, she looks good. It's not bad, dude, for a crossover character. He is a Dokkan Fest, so I mean, they probably put a little bit more thought into him. Yeah, it's just ripped straight from the game.
I don't need any more power than what I have. Recompose yourself.
Vegeta, my boy. Yeah, so, oh dude, this looks so good actually. Okay, and then it's the same move basically, just in God form. And then there's the glimpse of the blue. Dude, that looks so cool. Ooh, that shot. Okay, dude, the KO screen is sick. What? Okay, no, dude, he actually looks really good. I'm actually really just pleasantly surprised with the animations there for those guys. Like, they're really not bad whatsoever. Actually, dude, those are actually really cool. Okay, so let's look at their details real quick. So he is going to be an extreme STR. He is an LR, like we said, which is crazy. So the new name character, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, Ultra Supervillain. It's good that they add that in there too, because if we ever do get like another God Vegeta, like standalone, these guys could run together if you really wanted them to. So there is that. For his leader skill, he's a crossover and Vegeta family leader. So another Vegeta's family leader this year. Category key plus 3 HP attack, HP up by 200%, and attack and defense up by 170%. Plus an additional HP and attack and defense up by 50% for characters who are Time Traveler or Realm of Gods. Okay. Realm of Gods would be really good, actually. Let's see what his kit looks like. So it activates enters animation when there's another crossover or Realm of Gods category ally on the team from his entry. Okay, that's good. So you're not stuck to just crossover. You can do Realm of Gods, which is the new UI Goku leads Realm of Gods. So there is definitely that. Let's see, for one turn or one time proc, transform a crit and damage reduction up by 30% for 3 turns, and then additional permanent 300% defense. Okay. Basic effect, key plus 5 to 10 randomly. All right. Attack and defense up by 350, another 30% damage reduction, and launch additional super. When all allies attacking in the same turn are crossover characters, another 30% damage reduction before attacking. That one will be a little more difficult unless like they do a lot of really good EZAs for some of the crossover characters, right? So I don't know if you're running a full team of crossover, to be honest. So, I mean, we'll have to see how important this is. I don't see guard anywhere in here. So, I mean, 60% damage reduction. You get this. He's got 90% damage reduction before attacking. So slot 1, he's basically like a god for 3 turns. Yeah, dude, I mean, that's pretty good. The only stipulation being the crossover, which, I mean, it's pretty bad, but you just don't put him in slot 1, and you just don't have to worry about this. Well, I guess AoEs would be an issue if you don't have this too, but, you know, biggest thing is slot 1. When attacking with 18 or more ki, 250% attack and defense, 100% attack, and disables enemies' guard with 1 or more STR key spheres obtained. Okay, so that'll actually be pretty good too. It's gonna hit kind of hard, right? It's a lot of attack. 350, 250, another 100%. After receiving an attack, he launches another super. And then after an enemy launches a super at the character, he launches another super. Okay, so he reminds me a lot of like Super Saiyan 3 Diamond Mini Vegeta. He kind of wants to be in slot 1. He wants to be hit in order to do more attacks. He wants to have supers thrown at him to do more attacks. So he's kind of reminiscent of that. I mean, he doesn't look bad. I don't think. This is the only thing I worry about is the crossover character being in the same turn. All allies had to be crossover in the same turn to get this 30% extra damage reduction before attacking is the only part I really worry about, because it's interesting animation. I mean, Realm of Gods, you can always have a Realm of Gods character on the team. That's not that hard. It's the crossover one that'd be a little more iffy, but it is just on the team. So this should be pretty easy to proc. This looks good. This is the iffy part. And then the rest of this looks pretty good. So let's see, his awakening. So this goes into God Vegeta. Can be activated when there is another crossover or Realm of Gods category ally attacking in the same turn, or a crossover Realm of Gods category enemy starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, or starting from the 6th turn from start of battle once only. It's going to awaken, remove all allies' negative effects, and attack and defense up by 50% for 1 turn. So it's a lot like the Sensu Bean, right? You're going to get rid of any sort of negative effects you have, locking, sealing, stunned, whatever. You're able to get rid of all that and get an attack and defense boost for the turn. And with a crossover Realm of Gods category character in the same turn, you can do this from the 4th turn. That's not bad, because this is good for 3 turns, his entrance animation. And then that 4th turn, you go ahead and transform or awaken. And yeah, dude, it's not bad. It's not a bad condition whatsoever. Lots of categories here, actually. So one that sticks out, uncontrollable power, sticks out. So he'd be on the Majin Vegeta's team. He's got demonic power. Okay. That's actually huge. Power Wishes is good for sure. Yeah, he's got a lot of good categories here to kind of play with. I like it so far. It's 12 ki, greatly raise attack for 1 turn, with a high chance of further greatly raising attack for 1 turn and cause colossal damage to the enemy. Okay, so a lot of chances there. Massively raise attack and defense for 1 turn and cause mega colossal damage to the enemy. Okay, so he's not stacking or anything. So all those additional supers that he'd be doing here aren't 100% necessary for him, because he's not like stacking or doing like 4 turn buffs or anything like that. So really that's not that big of a deal, unless you just want him dishing out like a bunch of supers throughout the turn. Let's see, his awakened forms. This is just Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Ki plus 10, attack and defense up by 350%, 30% damage reduction, additional super, randomly change key spheres of a certain type, STR excluded, to rainbows. He's a rainbow orb changer as well. Okay. When there's another crossover or Realm of Gods category ally attacking in the same turn, 30% damage reduction before attacking. So this time you can have a Realm of Gods character there instead of just having me crossover. And it doesn't have to be all allies either. This one was all allies. This one is just another. So that's actually much better. Yeah, 30% damage reduction for attacking, launch initial super, and a permanent 300% defense, which is good. When attacking with 18 or more ki, he's going to get 250% attack and defense, another 100% attack, and disable enemy guard with 1 or more STR or rainbow ki spheres obtained, which is pretty easy because he makes his own rainbow ki spheres. After receiving an attack, launch initial super, chance to crit up by 30%. Okay. For 6 turns from his entry, chance from a crit and 30% damage reduction. Okay, so he's still gonna have a chance to get that 90% damage reduction here, except it looks like it's gonna be much easier to get because all you have to do is have a Realm of Gods category character in the same turn. If you're running UI Goku as the leader, he only leads Realm of Gods, so you have a whole team. You'd be stacked. Let's see, nullify negative effects when there's another crossover character attacking in the same turn. Okay, so we gotta hope that like the Towa Mira or Trunks are really good to run alongside Vegeta, or they give us some good crossover EZAs that we could run in here as well. Because then you could definitely get this. Nullifies negative effects when there is a... That's crazy. That's crazy. Starting from the 7th turn, from the character's entry turn, defense up by 150% when attacking. Okay, so yeah, he loses this. He loses the extra crit and damage reduction and the nullify negative effects, but then gets 150% extra defense. I think he looks actually really good for like a crossover character. Like actually, I mess with this dude. I think he's actually looks pretty solid just by reading his kit. There's a little bit of like conditional stuff here, like crossover, Realm of Gods, stuff like that, but the Realm of Gods isn't that bad. The crossover is just going to depend on like the EZAs and other characters that we're getting to see like if they can run with him. But as for like him himself, I think he looks really good. See his 12 ki, master his attack for 1 turn, cause colossal damage to the enemy. For his 18 ki, massively raise attack and defense for 1 turn, and cause mega colossal damage to the enemy. Okay, so nothing crazy here. He's still not stacking, so there's nothing really crazy there. He's not getting defense on his 12 ki, which is a little bit worrisome. But I think with all the damage reduction you could be getting from him, he should be fine, right? This extra 300% defense. It's weird that this has like, I mean, it's just permanent 300% defense, right? So that's it. Okay. Yeah, dude, I think he looks solid. Let's look at the Trunks here. So he's a Vegeta's family and Defender of Justice lead. Ki +3, HP attack and defense up by 130. Against Ki +2, attack and defense up by 250. 30% damage reduction, and crossover or Vegeta's family characters get Ki +2 and 30% attack and defense. Okay, so that's good support for Vegeta's family for sure. Per crossover or Vegeta's family character ally on the team, depending which character has more, category has more, 100% attack and defense up to 500, and chance from a crit and dodge up by 10% up to 50%. Okay. When attacking with 12 or more ki, 250% attack and defense, launch initial super. When receiving an attack with 12 or more ki, 300% defense. With an int or fizz ki sphere obtained, chance to dodge up by 20% as the second attacker in the turn, and performs a crit and launches additional super attack as the third attacker in a turn. With an STR, AGL, or Tech ki sphere obtained, all allies get Ki +2, defense up by 30% for 2 turns, and guard all attacks as the second attacker in a turn. All allies attack up by 40% and chance from a crit up by 20% for 3 turns as the third attacker in a turn. Is he giving guard, or is he have guard? If he's giving guard, because this says all allies get this for 2 turns and guard all attacks. So the wording here's a little weird. I think it's he guards if this was he gave guard, because I think that the for 2 turns thing would be at the end of this if it was for all allies. I think it ends here for the all allies for 2 turns here, and then he guards as a second attacker. Dude, if he gave guard, kind of like how Daima Vegeta did for like Daima characters, that would be crazy. That would actually be like perfect for the Ultra Super Villain Vegeta, because he's got all that damage reduction with no guard. That would be wild. I need to see this guy in game. I need to see what actually procs when he does this, to see if it's just him guarding or if he gives guard. I think it's just him getting guard, but if he gives guard, that is a whole new freaking story, dude. Yep. So common Trunks categories here, along with like crossover. Okay. His super attack greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers defense. Okay, so he's not getting defense on his super either, which is a little bad. But if you can get enough of this, you get 500% defense here. You get 250 here, a little bit of damage reduction, 250 here, 300 here. You can get guard. You got chances to dodge. Dude, he looks like a really good like support type character. Like really good. Actually, running him with Vegeta actually might be really like helpful. Okay, dude, I'm messing with these guys so far. I love it. So Towa and Mira, let's see how well they do. Time Travelers are joined forces, key +3, HP attack and defense up by 130. They're going to launch initial super attack. Crossover Time Traveler characters get key +2, attack and defense up by 30%. Per crossover or Time Traveler category ally in the team, depending which category has more, another 100% attack and defense up to 500. Chance to crit and damage reduction up by 10%, up to 50%. Okay, so they look just like Trunks. They're just going to be supporting Time Travelers instead of Vegeta's family. And then so far, they're getting damage reduction instead of dodge. When attacking with 12 or more ki, 250% attack. When receiving an attack with 12 or more ki, 250% defense. For 4 turns from their entry, they're going to get ki +4, 250% defense, and they got a scouter. Okay, that's actually like really valuable. Having the scouter effect here for 4 turns, so you're gonna have like for like 2 turns basically. That's fantastic, actually. Let's see. When attacking as the second attacker in a turn, attack up by 100%. Launch initial attack has a great chance to become a super. When attacking as the third attacker, launch 2 additional attacks, each of which has a great chance to become a super. And then for every attack they do perform, you get ki +1. Yeah. I like these guys too. I think they'll be fine. I really like the scouter effect here. So you can really just have them kind of on the team, just kind of floating around, and they'll be fine. As long as you can get a lot of this damage reduction. This extra defense, attack and defense here. You got a lot of defense here, defense here. What is their super attack effect? Raise attack and defense and cost more damage to the enemy. Raise extreme class allies defense by 5% for 2 turns. Okay, so they stack attack and defense. And they give defensive support to extreme class for 2 turns. Yeah, do you just have them on here just floating around? Like they're... Wow. Wow, dude, they actually did really good with these crossover characters this year. This is incredible. These guys look really good. All 3 of them, dude, all look really, really good. I am very pleasantly surprised. Let's actually look at the... I wanted to pull up crossover again. They're all the way here at the bottom. I mean, if we can get some good easy A's for some crossover characters, I think we'll be like cooking, dude. I think the next heroes guys that were set to get easy A's were like this batch here. So the Super Saiyan 4s, Robelu, Supreme Kai, and the Hearts. So we'll see if they do easy A those characters. If not, I mean, like this guy, like this Xeno Trunks will get an easy A. Maybe like another Trunks here. A Demigra, this Towa and Mira could get easy A's, stuff like that, dude. I think think this team can be really, really good. So I'm very much looking forward to what these guys can do and how they look in game. Because again, I reserve full judgment until we see them in game. But so far, reading their kits, I think they look very good. Animations actually look really good for these like crossover campaign characters. So I'm very excited for that. And yeah, dude, I'm very, very excited for these guys. They come out in about 2 to 3 days. So the 22nd PST Pacific time is what they did state. So either the night of the 22nd into the morning of the 23rd for me, or depending on what time they want to do it, could be the night of the 22nd for everybody. We'll just have to see once we get the data download, the exact time that they do pop in. But yeah, this is crazy. We should get the data download, I think, tonight into tomorrow. So we'll definitely have that. We'll know when these guys drop and all the other stuff kind of coming along with this. The president dropped like something about like a video coming, but there still could be time. We'll see. But if you guys didn't stick around to the end of this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the crossover campaign with Xenoverse 2 here with the new Super Saiyan God Vegeta, as well as the Trunks and Towa Mira characters. I think they look pretty good. I'm pretty excited for them. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are down below. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.